Hey, it's me, the Fonz, and you're listening to That's Good Broncos, a podcast hosted by me, the Fonz, and Will Keys. It is just a few days away from John Elway's birthday, Will Keys' birthday, my dad's birthday, my aunt's birthday. It is a crazy birthday week.
Is your dad also the 28th?
No, he's tomorrow. Tomorrow is his birthday.
Well, happy birthday to him.
Yeah. Will's is the 28th. John Elway's is the 28th, right?
Right.
Cool. Not a lot happening right now, but we'll try to make it work. I mean, there was big news this week. Really big NFL news with Carl Nassib coming out as the first openly gay player to be in the NFL. But there are some people who don't think that's big news at all. And in fact, they just don't care, Will. They don't care, and they come to my YouTube channel to watch a video about me talking about a historic moment in the NFL to tell me that they don't care. Jake Plummer's going to star in a movie. We'll get into that. Garett Bolles got another stat to show how good he was. Teddy Bridgewater. I meant to talk about this in the last one, where he talked about his play declining after his knee injury last year. I think that's relevant because it's true. It's really hard to keep track of which guys got hurt and when they got hurt and when their play started to kind of suffer from it, because in my mind, I'm just like, oh yeah, Teddy didn't play well all of last year. And then I try to actually remember last year, and it was earlier in the season, he was doing some things nicely in Carolina, and then he finished the season poorly. So maybe we'll get into that. Today's episode brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. They gave me $100 more to sing it, so I did. Use code DNVR when you sign up. You got to use that code to take advantage of the offers DraftKings has. And my coffee company, benchwarmerbrew.com. We dropped Adam's new blend, the 5 Points blend, a week ago or something. Adam was like, let's launch on the 14th. And then Adam and I talked about Moldy. He's like, I can't promote it for like a while. I'm like, what? Why'd you pick the 14th then? But he snuck it into a video. I promoted it for him. So I'm just glad I'm making Adam some extra money. But it's really good coffee. Damn good coffee.
Why was he not able to promote it? What was the deal there?
He didn't plan right. I don't know how he does his videos. His videos are long. He could sneak an ad in there. There was this really funny coffee clip going around yesterday on the interwebs.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the video, and that video got copyright claimed. So just know that song, I am making money for the Universal Music Group because I put that hilarious coffee song in the Frank Clark episode. Frank Clark arrested. We could talk about that. I don't think it's going to matter, but how are you doing, Will?
I was going to say, at least Uzi and my Lambo didn't get copyright claimed.
Yeah, that's my song, bitch. Don't even try to copyright that shit.
That's Good Sports, copyright 2021.
Uzi and my Lambo. Skirting the law because these motherfuckers can't see me in my camo. This officer ain't no Columbo. Motherfucker dumber than Dumbo. See, I said fatter than Dumbo in yesterday's rap. I should have went with dumb and Dumbo and Columbo. That was the good reference. Yeah, good raps, you got to work them out. I really just kind of messed around with that on the fly.
Yeah, they evolve. I thought it was great because I knew it was coming right off the top of your head, right? Because I didn't write that.
No, you wrote. It was one of those.
I just brought it up.
We were on the same page where I was like, Uzi and my Lambo. I was like, that sounds like a song. And then I read the script and you're like, it sounds like rap lyrics from 2004. I was like, yeah, okay, well, I'll put something in here.
Yeah. I just think it's a funny image. Just having an Uzi in a car it's like, who's used an Uzi outside of I don't know, like a bad guy in a shitty action movie.
Yeah. Well,
It's
and
like, what is this, Roadhouse?
it wasn't
I
even,
don't know,
it's not
maybe
even a
Roadhouse.
regular Lambo. It's like a truck or limo Lambo. So
Yeah, it was like an SUV.
he's
I
like
think.
asking to draw attention to himself. You don't drive around in a fucking Lamborghini truck or limo and not expect the people to notice. Yeah, and I like that he said it belongs to a security team. It is an Uzi. You're in California. You got arrested for this before. This was the
Yeah,
second
back in
time in the
March.
last 3 months. Frank Clark's an idiot. People are trying to defend him like, oh, it's his Second Amendment right. Well, let's back up a bit. Every state's got different gun laws. Sure, in Texas, you could walk around with a fucking bazooka in your car. But if you have a tiny bit of weed or a pipe in Texas, you can get arrested there. So
Alex Caruso on the Lakers found that out yesterday.
yep, Alex Caruso just arrested in Texas. That I couldn't remember which fucking player it was that I saw this morning. Of course, it's NBA.
It was
That's
the
why I
balding
forget.
white guy.
Yeah, that guy's like he looks like Casper the Ghost.
Right.
He's white for a white guy. California, you could have a bunch of weed in your car. But as you should know, Frank, not an Uzi. Anytime I think of an Uzi, I think of my buddy Brandon Eccles, who I've known since I was 5, and he had a toy squirt gun Uzi that looked like an Uzi. I just remember thinking like that was the coolest fucking squirt gun when we were like 6 at his house. And now it's like, oh, you shouldn't let kids play with squirt guns that actually look like Uzis because they'll grow up to be Frank Clarks. But that shit was cool.
Again, it's like he has his own security team. Yeah. We have a security team. It's called the police. They protect us from Frank Clark.
Yeah.
They did their job this weekend.
Yeah.
So another chief is an upstanding citizen and member of society.
Yeah.
But we should get to another AFC West team, another defensive end. Carl Nassib came out, I think, on Monday.
Right after I finished the first episode.
Yeah, perfect timing, Carl.
Dude, it was Monday was a day where I was just searching for shit to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I upload that video and it's like the Nassib news comes out. Then I saw the thing about the Ravens player Jalen Twyman who got shot 4 times. And I think I had Zaven Collins, got arrested, and I was going to pair it with Frank Clark. I was like, oh my God, this is I wish I would like, why couldn't I have had this earlier? Maybe I wouldn't have made fun of Cole Beasley for 7 straight minutes and pissed off Bills fans and very sensitive people who can't take a fucking joke. But it was just one of those days. And then Nassib comes out and like, oh, this is a great thing to celebrate and talk about. And nope, not people don't like anything anymore. People want to, I learned people want to be offended by shit. Literally, I talk about Carl Nassib coming out in this historic moment, and people are like, stop telling me about gay players in the NFL. He's literally the first one. This is literally the first one.
Stop. Stop talking about it.
Yeah.
No, I'd also
this podcast is a safe place for me to vent.
Yeah, I think the people that listen to this podcast are really dedicated, a lot more dedicated than the people that just watch the videos, because the videos are so much better than this podcast. And they're all just doing us a favor by listening.
Yeah,
you're right. Okay. This is a safe space. I would also like to take this moment to come out as not caring. I don't care.
Will doesn't care, guys.
I don't care. No, it is really funny when people come out to say they come to the comment section to be like, oh, don't care.
Don't care.
It's like, well, I think you might. You took the time to type it out and hit post. So, I mean, I think there's definitely, you're allowed to not care for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit I don't care about.
If you truly don't care, you're probably just going to let it, roll off your back. Right?
I don't talk about it. I don't comment on it.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about it because I don't care.
It's like, I don't care about like the third string defensive tackle that, the Cardinals signed. I'm not making a point to say I don't care about it. You obviously do care.
Yeah.
So, I think, the way he did it was really, there's like nothing over the top or offensive about how he did, it clearly wasn't drawing very much attention to himself, wanted to do it in the most low key way possible. He literally just like turned his phone on and was walking in a park and was like, hey, I'm gay.
Carl Nassib came out as gay in the most heterosexual way possible. Mm-hmm. He's like, it's me, Carl Nassib. I play for the Raiders. I just wanted to say I'm gay. Like,
yeah,
it was like the most. It was like, I don't know. It's just like a straight guy was saying it.
It's not like he did like the decision like LeBron James. It's like he had the announcement. Yeah, and he walks out of the literal closet to sit down and have a 30-minute ESPN interview.
Yeah, I had a LeBron James, that reference I was trying to write, and I couldn't think of a good way to do it, so I just cut it out of the script. So it's funny that you say that. And then, like, what did he do? He donates $100,000 to a charity, and people fucking criticize him for that. They're like, you don't need to promote that you're donating $100,000. I was like, fuck you, man. This dude just donated $100,000 to a good cause. Yeah. Was saying, like, I'm not doing this for attention, but I want to, like, he's doing it so that hopefully somebody who doesn't feel comfortable with who they are maybe gets a fucking sliver of confidence to be who they are and speak their own truth. And it's why it's important, especially in like sports culture, because it's kind of a different world there, specifically football in the NFL. It's 2021, and he's the first guy to feel comfortable saying it and being open about it while he's playing. When fucking OJ Simpson is out there being another voice of reason, another voice of like, yes, I have played with gay athletes and no, they did not feel comfortable coming out and admitting it. Like, it's just, it was there was a lot of positive around it, obviously, but I guess I'm still just surprised at negative blowback from like all the people saying like they don't care and it doesn't matter and this isn't important. Like you are proving the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Like, of course it doesn't matter what his sexual preference is, but the fact that it is in the NFL, the fact it's a huge news story that we're going to talk about it. Like, it was a significant moment, and I've got a ton of respect for him doing it. Like you said, the way he did it, donates to charity to help people, to help prevent suicide. Like, he did everything right. The only thing he didn't do right was did it in a Raiders uniform. And I respected all the people in Twitter who were like, love this, fucking hate that he plays for the Raiders. Like, the people are like, respect to Carl Nassib, but still fuck the Raiders. Like, to me, that's the funniest shit. Like, that's just such a sports fans mentality. Like, I love this guy, but fuck your stupid team.
Yeah. And I do want to say that, like, mostly everyone seemed to be pretty supportive.
Outwardly,
like,
yeah. Until you get into,
I think a lot of people,
the weird
yeah. The comments are not representative of society as a whole.
No, it's, I mean,
if that was the case, think of
part of society,
how bad life would be.
Yeah. It's like people, it is a small percentage of people who want to be offended. So it's like, to me, it felt like a ton on my videos because usually I've got like a 98% like rate on my videos. The comments are positive. People get that I'm joking about shit. but it was 2 videos in a row. People were pissed off. Like, let Cole Beasley have his opinion about science, but let's not hear about another guy speaking his truth. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got to be cool with Cole Beasley. Maybe having some misinformation, but I shouldn't talk about something else that's significant. It's like, I don't know. And the thing,
Yeah.
like, people getting pissed off about me making fun of Cole Beasley totally missed the point. Like, I don't care. I still like Cole Beasley. That's the other thing that bothers me is like, just because I make fun of someone and what their opinion is, doesn't mean I hate Cole Beasley. Like, I'm still going to root for Cole. I love Cole Beasley because he's like a undersized, under-athletic receiver in the NFL, plays for the Bills, who I like. I'm not going to agree with like everything he says or does. It doesn't mean I think less of Cole Beasley as like a person or man. Like, I think maybe his opinion on something's wrong. And I think when you choose God over science, that's hilarious to me. So like, it gave me a lot of shit to make fun of. And I thought some of my best jokes I've written were making fun of Cole Beasley. So like, I stand by it. I don't know. Anyway, we can move on to Jake Plummer and a movie star, unless you got something to add.
I was just gonna say, like, no, I also disagree with Cole Beasley. I do think it's a personal choice too.
Yeah,
what
like,
you want to put in your body. I would recommend that you get the vaccine if that's cool with you. That's cool with me. I also do like that Cole Beasley is like pissing a lot of Reddit type people off.
oh yeah,
And that's really fun for me. And so I don't hate anyone that's giving us free content at this point in the off season.
no, I got so much respect for Cole for giving me something to talk about, even though I lost subscribers because of him. But other than that,
Yeah, let's get some Jake Plummer
I thought I stumbled upon a great point in support of Cole Beasley, in that if he doesn't get the shot and does retire early, he's probably doing his body a huge favor. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Brain, his everything else. He'll probably be a lot healthier if he doesn't get it, because he won't play in the NFL for as long. And I thought, like,
if there was a vaccine for CTE, every NFL player would get it because they know it's going to affect them. And I get being like the top 1% of the top 1% of elite athletes in the world and not being worried about a respiratory illness.
Yeah.
But his logic was not, entirely sound in terms of, I wouldn't take medicine for a leg that's not broken or whatever he said.
Yeah. Yeah. But he did take medicine for a leg that was broken that he played through.
Yeah, maybe he just needs to like start from square one.
Yeah. No, it's like again, like, it's his decision to do it. I get that. And I support that. To me, it's just very funny that someone's willing to take pain medication to play with a broken leg, and then they're more worried about this other thing. That, like, the other thing, if let's say there's some really bad long-term things from these shots, let's say it just kills you. Like, I want everybody to die with me. Like, I don't want to be one of the people that got vaccinated and just fucking dead. I want everybody to be dead. Like, I'll look like an idiot if Cole's right in the future, because I'll be dead.
Yeah,
I'll be dead. I don't want that.
Yeah. It'll be a Mad Max society where Cole Beasley is the supreme leader.
Cole Beasley is Mel Gibson.
Yeah. You know what? I watched Mel Gibson's The Patriot last night with my friend.
Yeah.
And that's like, I have to say, because we're going to be talking about movies a little bit more here. It's like the best C+ movie ever.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen The Patriot. Young Heath Ledger, right?
Young Heath Ledger. Yeah, you got Mel Gibson, Donald Logue. You got some nobodies in that cast, but you also have Tom Wilkinson and Jason Isaacs as like an all-time bad guy.
Oh yeah.
But they make the redcoats out to be like Nazis in that movie, and they do they commit horrific war crimes that I'm like 99% sure
they didn't
ever happened. Yeah, I just wanted to shout out the movie The Patriot on Netflix.
Well, let me tell you what's bullshit about that movie. It's called The Patriot, right? It's about what war were they fighting in?
The Revolutionary War.
American Revolution.
Yeah.
The Revolutionary War. Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger, both Australian.
Yeah. I was thinking about
a movie about America and you hire Australians?
Yeah, I think
it should have been Clooney and fucking Tobey Maguire.
I think Tobey Maguire might have worked in the Heath Ledger role. I think I would have cast
Bruce
Jake
Willis.
Plummer in that role.
Fucking Bruce Willis and who else can we get? Jake Plummer. There we go.
Bruce Willis. I don't know if he strikes me as Mel Gibson's so good in that movie. I'm willing to forgive the fact that he's Australian.
Yeah, there's other things that maybe you won't forgive Mel Gibson for, but he was
I
a good actor.
Stuff too.
Mel Gibson was a good actor. I mean,
he's a great actor, and he's also a very good director. If you've seen Apocalypto.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. Fuck, there's like 4 words in that movie, isn't there?
Yeah, that movie rocks. Okay, so let's get to it.
Jake Plummer,
former Broncos, Cardinals quarterback, former handball star. Jake Plummer is going to act in the movie Kick. This is a football movie about the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League. And surprise, surprise, Jake Plummer is going to play a quarterback in this movie. So basically, we're friends with a movie star.
We've had a movie star on this show, finally.
Yep.
I had to do the reverse order to get there. But
I'm excited for him.
So Hamilton Tiger
got the right energy.
Here's another thing. I mean, Jake Plummer, American, playing a Canadian in a Canadian football team?
Possibly. There are Americans in Canadian football.
Yeah, no, that's true. I was just trying to tie in Mel Gibson, but
they do
yeah. So this movie's it's called Kick.
Yeah, Mel Gibson will direct.
Yeah. So and Plummer's the coach. He's going to be the coach in it.
I thought he was the quarterback. I read that he's playing the quarterback.
Was it signal caller or? Yeah, we'll see.
Signal caller would be the quarterback.
Yeah.
Not the coach.
Played the part of a signal caller for the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the film Kick. This is from Pro Football Talk. It's a cool script, Plummer said. It's really neat to be showcasing a league that doesn't get a lot of respect for the amount of football that's gone into it and the history behind the CFL, which is a really rich history up there in Canada. Yeah, so I don't know anything about the Hamilton Tiger Cats, really. I don't know. I mean, I know Canadian football exists. I know
a lot about Jake Plummer. I'll say that.
What's that?
I know a lot about Jake Plummer, though.
Yeah, we know way more about Plummer.
I think we might have to have him on again to ask him about Kick. Let him promote the movie. I don't know when it comes out. I don't think anyone knows. The news that he's in this movie just dropped recently.
Yeah, Plummer.
I'll see it.
Plummer's a guy that I feel confident though can go in and he can kind of just like be himself, and it will be like a solid fit for the role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's not going to have to try to act. He just got to be like himself and be a quarterback.
Yeah, I can't imagine him like, really assuming a different persona in any kind of movie. But I think if he's able to play Jake Plummer himself, then I think he's going to do great.
Yeah, I would write a love scene for him though, for sure.
There might be.
There better be. I want to. I
We're
want
gonna
to
have to ask
see. I want to see simulated sex by Jake Plummer in Kick.
Simulated or unsimulated?
Yeah, we've all clicked on the article or the video that's like, which actors went beyond simulated sex while filming this role.
The answer to that is Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
They fucked.
Saved you a click right there.
That's all I have for this movie news.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know very much about it. Hopefully it comes to like Netflix or Amazon Prime or something. I'm sure it will. I wanted to ask you though, this kind of just got me thinking, which other quarterbacks, let's say active quarterbacks, would you want to see in a movie?
Yeah, that's good. I could see who?
Let's say like take a movie like a movie that already exists and recast it with an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
I have an answer if you want to think about it for a little bit.
I could go with Doug Flutie as Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie.
Yeah, I like it. I think Doug Flutie in any sort of Tom Cruise role would be appropriate.
Yeah.
I think Doug Flutie in Back to the Future there'd be no difference.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Or you could go with Cam Newton as Tootsie.
Yeah. Oh man, that movie was like built for him. I think that's one of the best pairings you could get.
That's like a solid reboot, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
Didn't Hoffman?
We might
win
want to
an
cut
Oscar
this
for
out,
that?
honestly.
Yeah.
What's up?
Didn't Hoffman win an Oscar for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Or that movie won something? It won something.
It was at least nominated.
Yeah. Who are you going with?
He might have won for Midnight Cowboy. I don't know. He's won
and The
for something.
Graduate. How many Oscars does
The
Dustin
Graduate.
Hoffman have?
I'll say one. I'll say 1.5. Let's put it in a 1.5.
Oh, we got to shout out. Whoa. Has he won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 times? Or are those just nominations?
Those are nominations.
He has
only
2
one
Academy Awards for his performances in Kramer vs. Kramer and Rain Man. Okay.
Didn't even hit. Yeah, we didn't even bring up either of those movies.
No, but
I was going to say he probably was nominated for Meet the Fockers.
Yeah. Antonio Brown as Nicolas Cage, the NFL equivalent from the last podcast.
Yeah, that was spot on.
That was spot on. That was from the Benchwarmer Twitter account. Let me go in there. Let me make sure I shout out the right guy.
I just want to say that I think one of the obvious ones is you remake Castaway with Ryan Fitzpatrick in the main role.
Yeah.
Only he has a beard the whole time. It just gets longer when he's on the island. Another one that I think would work really well. I'm almost embarrassed about how good this like feels in my head. But Gardner Minshew as the Josh Brolin character in No Country for Old Men. I want that to happen.
I thought you were going to say Joe Dirt.
Yeah, he could be in Joe Dirt also.
Put an E at the end of it. Pronounce it Joe Dirt. Sound real nice. Yeah.
Oh my God, all wrong. Again, I'm going to stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Let's get another QB.
Alex Smith, the $6 million man.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, who'd be a good superhero? Who could play Thor? Probably Tebow.
Tebow, yeah. I think Tebow would be in like some kind of. He'd fit in almost
He
any.
could star in Passion of the Christ 2, also directed by Mel Gibson.
Yeah. Christ's Revenge.
Have you ever? Do you know anything about Jim Caviezel and how crazy he is?
Yeah. No, I really like him as an actor.
Yeah,
he's very good in The Thin Red Line, and obviously as Jesus. Another Mel Gibson movie, by the way.
I listened to a podcast about how crazy he is and how actually not good of an actor he is after those performances. He's on some show. I forget what TV.
Yeah, he was talking about like adrenochrome or something.
Yeah.
He's a little out there. Why is he not a good actor though?
Well, for the show he was on, like Person of Interest or some shit. They were talking about, they interviewed a bunch of the people who worked on that show. I'll get you the podcast. It's kind of fascinating.
Okay.
And he's on set always talking to people about really weird shit. Like,
imagine putting him and Mel Gibson. Yeah, I mean,
couldn't remember any of his lines. Like, tries to work in his own shit. I don't know. It's really funny. Anyway,
this is probably the result of spending too much time with Mel Gibson, if we're being honest.
Probably. What I do want to talk about is DraftKings Sportsbook. It's not only my favorite sportsbook, but also America's top-rated sportsbook. I love using DraftKings. It's easy to navigate, has plenty of instructions for new bettors, and nearly limitless ways to get in on all of the action. Limitless like Bradley Cooper. My friends and family have been loving DraftKings Sportsbook, and I know you will too. DraftKings Sportsbook is putting you courtside with the chance to turn $1 into $100 in site credits. That's right. Pick any basketball team still in contention, bet $1, and if that team wins, you get $100 in site credits. Don't forget, DraftKings Sportsbook also offers great odds and promotions on baseball, hockey, and so much more every week. DraftKings safe, it's secure, it's reliable. You can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So download the top-rated sportsbook app now, DraftKings. Use promo code DNVR when you sign up to turn $1 into $100 in free credits. Bet on a b-ball team of your choice to win their next game, and if they do, you will claim $100 in free credits. That's promo code DNVR for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Got to be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Wagers paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. Good news. I did eat moldy salsa yesterday, and I have survived.
Let's get an update on that.
I felt no ill effects. Maybe because I took a shot of whiskey afterwards, and then doubled up on some probiotics to kill off any bad bacteria.
Good work.
I was a little worried. I was a little concerned because I'm like the stickler for dates on shit. I throw out bad stuff, and just poured some salsa on my eggs, ate all of it. And then the jar was sitting out, and I noticed some white shit in it. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I thought maybe there's, just like a little spot you get in there every now and then. No.
Yeah.
The walls of that shit, all white and moldy. And I was like, oh, God. Oh, God. It wasn't like just a little bit. Like, I had a good amount of mold spores yesterday.
But did it taste good still?
I didn't notice. So, yeah.
Maybe mold's good for you?
Maybe
mold's not bad.
Should eat mold.
That's my anti-science opinion. Mold is actually not that bad for you.
Ooh, yeah. You heard it here.
If it was bad for you, why would God create it and put it on your salsa in the first place?
Why would he let salsa turn bad?
Exactly. Why would he put an expiration date on salsa? I don't think of it as an expiration date. I think of it as a blossoming.
Blossom.
That's a show.
A blossoming of new nutrients your body can turn into superpowers. Mold Man, the lamest superhero on earth. I'm Mold
Mold
Man.
Man, starring Andy Dalton.
Starring. I'm just gonna hang around forever and then
Yeah.
start to grow on you after a while.
Yeah, he just grew on the Bengals. He wasn't
Well,
supposed to be their quarterback. It was supposed to be Carson Palmer, but this
yeah.
moldy redhead just started hanging around. And all
Yeah,
of a
no, I
sudden,
think it's more Josh McCown because Andy
that's fair.
Dalton never grew on me.
Uh-huh.
Josh McCown was just like there forever, and then after a while, like, oh yeah, he did grow on me. I like that guy.
Anti-masturbation activist
Yeah,
Josh McCown.
no, I forget about that. Off the list, Josh.
You're gone.
Gone.
Yeah, but his
I want my quarterbacks jerking off to Pornhub in the locker
right.
room, bathroom before the game starts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Yeah, yeah. It reminds me of that episode of Louie where I don't know if people have seen the show Louie or if they will anymore, but obviously ironic now, but when he's on a panel talk show and he's listed as a masturbator debating with an anti-masturbation activist. One of the funnier episodes of that show.
Yeah, I would like to be able to rewatch that at some point in my life, but
I think it's just been erased from
yeah,
every streaming platform, just about.
It's a world.
Should we talk about Garrett Bolles real quick? He's good.
Garrett Bolles, real fucking good. How good is he, Will?
Well, just 1.2%. Broncos offensive tackle Garrett Bolles had the league's lowest blown block percentage in run blocking, according to SIS, which I almost read that as ISIS.
Yeah, I did too.
IS.
Why is ISIS putting out football grades now?
Yeah. What if ISIS?
That's how they recruit more Americans.
Yeah, they're trying to repair their image. Yeah, ISIS now stands for Informational Sports Infographic Systems.
Close.
We're no longer beheading people.
Nope. We're
giving you data analytics.
Embedding stats to our Twitter account. Follow it. ISIS football.
That'd be a funny parody account, I think.
ISIS football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably it's like Pro Football Focus, but it's just run by ISIS.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a funny way to actually do that. That's not ISIS.
Well, it's not funny if it's not ISIS. Here's the problem.
Garrett Bolles, real good though. He's a mauler. He's a beast.
Yeah, he doesn't miss. One question I want to ask you though, and that's something I've been thinking about a lot recently, is what kind of impact do you think it is going to have for a lot of these players to be playing in front of fans again? And like the Garrett Bolles thing is significant to me because he got booed so heavily by the fans early in the 2019 season that it was probably a huge relief for him to be playing in front
Not have to play in front of assholes.
Empty to no stand. Or yeah, nobody in the stands. So I wonder, I don't think he's certainly not going to get booed this season just because he totally
turned it around.
Turned his career around. But
but it's like, was he with
like Garrett Bolles, Derek Carr, Josh Allen, a lot of guys that had breakout seasons with no one in the stands? Like, how are they going to do when things get back to normal? Which, they will, I think, everywhere this season.
Yeah, it seems like that. I think a guy like Josh Allen will play well. I think he'll feed off the crowd. Too. Garrett Bolles, his issue is holding. Like, sure, there's like some false start penalties too, probably. So maybe crowd noise would be like, that might be the only thing that affects him up front, is maybe like jumping off sides or some shit. But I think there'll be a little more forgiveness if he does get flagged for holding. But yeah, hopefully they don't get booed. Hopefully people are just happy to be back watching football. I don't think that's going to be the case by the alarming amount of fans kicking the shit out of each other every week. And then those fans demanding a rematch. The Nuggets guy who got owned by the Suns and 4 guy, he wants a rematch. So I don't have a lot of faith that people won't boo Bolles if he has a bad game. But I think he's fixed the issues. Also, like, hopefully, Drew Lock's playing better, and when your quarterback's playing better, everything on the line's usually better. It's like that's a symbiotic relationship that people think as two separate things, I think, too frequently. And I was guilty of it because it felt like after Manning left, just, the offensive line was horrible, but we were failing to see how much Manning just maybe made up for some of their deficiencies.
Turns out it was horrible all along.
It was bad while he was here. And then if you don't have a great QB back there, those flaws are going to show, and your QB is going to make mistakes that maybe those flaws wouldn't have happened if they're getting rid of the ball quickly and they're pointing out correct, blitzes and protections and doing all that other shit. So I think the Broncos line will be good. Still don't know about right tackle yet, but we'll see. I'm optimistic. Melvin Gordon cut his hair, went down to helmet size. Don't know how that helps. I think he loses a little padding. I'm a little more worried that he's lost some padding. If I were an NFL player, I would have the biggest amount of hair possible. I think that helps protect your head. But he says he feels lighter. Maybe he's a little faster.
Yeah, in a way, like, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Like, totally unironically, it feels like it should be better for your brain to have
more hair.
A padding. Yeah.
Double padding.
Yeah, why not?
Drew Lock.
Or maybe it causes the helmet not to fit right, and I'm just like the dumbest person on earth. So, who knows? Both are possible.
You're not the dumbest person. Drew Lock, this will be his second time only playing under the same offensive coordinator. So that's good too. That's assuming Aaron Rodgers still isn't in play. And based on, who is it?
Joe
Theismann and Jay Glazer, two of the most reliable sources in sports. 20% chance Rodgers is back with the Packers now. According to Jay Glazer, he's still unhappy, still does not want to be there, and the Broncos should still be making phone calls every day. So don't think we haven't stopped watching for Rodgers. It's just things have cooled. People are enjoying their summer, or trying to. And those fucking got a heat wave across the country. Got some scary storms coming. If you watch the news every day, they really hype up that weather. And that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. And John Elway's ACL, not lucky.
Good luck.